Well, hello there, Leo. Welcome into Tropical Tarot. My name's Chris. I'm going to be doing your reading today. If you're new, welcome in. Thank you so much for giving me a shot. If you're a returning Tropical Tarot person, welcome back. I really appreciate you guys. All the likes, comments, and subscribes are awesome, and I think they help my videos fly, so thank you so much. Please check out your sun, moon, and rising sign for a fuller picture this week. I did put the link to astrocharts.com underneath the video, so if you know your time and place of birth, you can figure out what your sun, moon, and rising sign is. So this is a reading from the 19th through the 25th. We're going to focus on your past, your present, and your future and see what's going on for you, Leo. So, let's do this. You ready? All right. In the past, you have a beautiful card, Imagine. Current situation is Clean It Up, Leo. And in the future, you have an Unfinished Symphony. So let's see what your tarot says. In the past, you have the Ace of Swords. Your current circumstances, Judgment. Whew, Lovers. Ten of Swords. Chariot. Magician. And in the future, you have the Two of Pentacles. Overall energy for this reading is the Two of Swords. Two of Swords. This lady would rather sit on a concrete block for a long time and hold these two giant swords up in the air and blindfold herself rather than make a decision. So I definitely feel like this has something to do with your inability to make a decision. But we will see. So, in the past, you have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is a big, giant truth that occurred to you in the past, sometime before the 19th. You also have the Imagine card. So, this is the beginning part of manifestation. This is dreaming something into being, really imagining it. I talk about winning the lottery. When I was a little kid, I'd think about winning $100 million and think about what I'd do exactly with that money, right? It's kind of the exact same thing, but I want to clarify the Ace of Swords in the past. So I want to know what the big truth that occurred to you that was before the 19th. So what was the big truth that occurred to Leo before the 19th? What was the big truth that occurred to Leo? Six of Cups, Temperance, Two of Wands. Interesting. So Six of Cups is about somebody you have memories with. Temperance is balance, and the Two of Pentacles is about exactly what this card's about. Two of Wands is about setting your intentions for manifestation. It's saying, this is what I want. If I want a new relationship, this is the way I want it to be. This is the way I want love to be. This is the way I want my new job to be. Stuff like that. So I feel like you realize that in the past that there's a person that you have a lot of memories with, that you spent a lot of years with, maybe even a Sagittarius, that you're starting to think, is this really what I want? And that's the big truth that occurred to you in the past. So your current situation, the 19th through the 25th, you start with Judgment. Judgment's about radical acceptance. So this is an angel calling down to earth, saying it's time to accept things the way that they are. When we talk about radical acceptance, this is more of what we did opposed to what they did. So I feel like you really came to an acceptance this week. You're going to come to an acceptance and love that it's broken. It's done. I just saw the Death card, and you really want a new beginning. So that's the easy way to describe your week, but we'll go further. Tell me about Judgment in the beginning of the week for Leo. Tell me about Judgment. Judgment clarified by Judgment. How cool is that? So that's probably my favorite thing when doing readings, because I know that spirit is really, really, really loud. So Judgment and Judgment. I asked pretty consistently in my readings, what is the likelihood that would happen? So there's 78 cards in this deck, there's 78 cards in this deck, and I had a mathematician guy said that the probability is 0.016 that it would land there. So this week is a big acceptance period for you. Judgment and Seven of Cups. So clarifying judgment, it's about radical acceptance that you've really had to, for a long time, you've had to put yourself into funky positions in order to achieve peace. And for a long time, you were unable to make a decision about what you wanted in this love situation. So I believe that you have to accept this love situation for the way that it is because you haven't made a decision. Two of Swords. Remember in the beginning, I said you did not want to make a decision. We have the Seven of Cups here, which is also, it's kind of the same thing. Two of Swords is saying, no, I won't make a decision. I won't make a decision. This says there's so many decisions, I don't know what to choose. So the Lovers card is next. I'm getting a feeling this isn't the happy, normal Lovers card. So we'll see. I want to clarify. We get the Star, we get the Nine of Wands, and we get the Six of Wands. Your relationship needs to be healed. You have a wall up. You're very nervous about where you're going to go next. But you like the attention you get from the person that you're with or in a partnership with. So it's like, yeah, I want to heal this thing, but I've got my wall up, and I still like the attention from that other person, if that makes sense. So, you have the Ten of Swords right in the middle. I'm going to clarify this guy, but Ten of Swords is as low as it can go. Like, when they talk about, have you hit bottom? This is bottom, right? 10 swords in your back. This is the only card in this deck that doesn't say what it is on the bottom. So, normally every card, look at the Chariot. So it says the Chariot on the bottom, right? This one says everything is fine. So I feel like something is going to happen this week that's just going to kind of rip your heart out, but you're not going to let on that it hurts. Two of Swords, Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles. It's that inability to make a decision about love. Because you're unable to make a decision about love, I think that, you're unable to make a decision about this partnership. Because of the truth from the King of Pentacles. So if you know somebody that's really stable, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or really cares about money, really is abundant in their own life, I feel like a truth occurred to the King of Pentacles, too. Tell me about the Chariot. Chariot's energy of being bound and determined to get what you want. I don't know if you know any Cancers, but Cancers are very determined, and the Chariot is a card for Cancer. So what do we get? Two of Pentacles, Hierophant, and Eight of Cups. I think you're bound and determined to go. Yeah. You've been balancing this for too long. Hierophant is about a marriage, and Eight of Cups it wasn't fulfilling you. You only got 8 cups, right? And in love and things that we want 10 cups because that's how high they go in tarot, right? So this only fulfilled you 80%. And you want to walk away. And I feel like you're bound and determined to get a new beginning with the Magician. Magician's here. Magician's card number 1. So definitely a new beginning. Let's see what it's about. Tell me about the Magician, please. Tell me about the Magician and your final card from the 19th through the 25th. Five of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Emperor. I feel like you've been feeling alone for too long. I feel like you have felt attached to this person, this love situation with the Devil, and you feel attached to the Divine Masculine. So even if you could be feminine, you could be masculine physically, but there's what your soul is, right? So if that makes sense to you. But I feel like you've been attached to this person and you have felt out in the cold by them and you just want a new beginning. You just want a new beginning. You just want to start anew. This week, this 19th through the 25th, is all about just cleaning it up. Clean up that past energy and be able to move on, right? So I get not a feeling, but it's on this card, Unfinished Symphony. When I see Unfinished Symphony round and round, typically to me that is a signal that you're going to go back in. Like that it's not quite done. But we'll see. Two of Pentacles is about balancing something. Quite often I use the juggling analogy and how easy it is to juggle once you know how to juggle, right? Okay. So, this is a choose your own adventure book, right? So, if you leave in this 19th through the 25th, you walk away and you don't go back. If you do that, you don't have to put up with this. So, I will I really hope that for the 19th to the 25th that you're able to clean this up, walk away, and move on. If not, after the 25th, it's going to come back into your experience as not a fun thing. So, what you're going to balance is Five of Swords, immense amount of conflict. This is a big conflict card. There's two cards that talk about conflict, in my opinion, and this is the stronger of the two. So, big conflict coming up. You holding all the burdens and you feeling just completely weighed down. And Wheel of Fortune, this is destined and fated for it to happen. Wheel of Fortune talks about sometimes we're on the top of the wheel where joy, happiness, love, all those things are. And sometimes we're on the bottom of the wheel where sadness, depression, anxiety, all of those things live. I feel like if you don't, like I said, if you don't deal with this from the 19th to the 25th, it's destined and fated for you to continue to go through it until you release yourself. And I say release yourself because of the devil. Because these two people have chains around their necks. And it shows me that this person, this emperor, your divine masculine, has kept you out in the cold for a really long time and you're attached to him. That's why you don't want to go after the 25th. This is an unfinished symphony. It's a round and round. You're just continuing to do the same thing, even though you're right at the precipice of being released from this. And I don't ever say being released from this, so that is definitely a message from somebody, or for somebody, or from somebody. Who knows? And on the bottom, I just noticed that you have now both cards of leaving, the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So take your opportunity to leave while you can. Nothing horrendous is going to happen. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, like, if this is done. In tarot, this is done. It's like, just move on from it. If you want to continue to be in this up and down relationship, then you can be in it for an eternity. I've been in this thing. I saw these cards for myself, and the only way for me to get out of it was for me to get out of it, if that makes sense. And I will tell you, one of the most important things about the devil that I ever learned about it is you got yourself into this, you can get yourself out. I know that's not great advice, but it's true. So, everybody gets a spirit animal card. You're no exception, and you got a beautiful one. You got the dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusion. So, the truth is more important than the farce that has been lived. So, that's what I have for you guys. If this resonates for you, drop me a line. I'm able to get back to all the comments that I get on YouTube, which I take great pride in because sometimes I get a lot of them. As far as signs, I've got Aries, I have Capricorn, I have Cancer, I have Taurus, I have a lot actually. Aquarius is here, Sagittarius is here. So that's what I have as far as signs, and I did mention King of Pentacles with Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, any of those. And if you like the content I create, please like, subscribe, and share. The like button looks like this. It's just below the video. Also below the video, there's a subscribe button. If you press that one, you'll be notified anytime I upload a new reading. And until next week, I just want to leave you with lots of peace, love, and light. Thank you.